What you love is somebody noticing that.
For sure. I was about to sign somebody totally different. I was finna sign a QC.
Oh, really though?
For sure, with Coach K and all of them. I was literally about seconds away, like, from signing a deal. And then he was like, hold off, bro. Like, let's just see what his bills, what his goals. And it ended up turning out to me up here with y'all.
Hey, man, how crazy. And like I said, when you look back at it, it's genius.
Yeah.
But at the...
J. Cole, J.I.D. is speaking on your name. Now, for context, it's important to note that this conversation derives from a recent interview that J.I.D. had with Big Boy promoting his newest album.
Noticing that.
For sure. I was about to sign somebody totally different. I was finna sign a QC.
Oh, really though?
For sure, with Coach K and all of them. I was literally about seconds away, like, from signing a deal. And then he was like, hold off, bro. Like, let's just see what his bills, what his goals. And it ended up turning out to me up here with y'all.
Hey, man, how crazy. And like I said, when you look back at it, it's genius.
Yeah.
But at the time, bro, when it's like, I got this real thing over here. You know what I'm saying? And then Cole said, hey, let's see. Is that Cole saying, let's see if what could happen?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
no promises.
No promises. No promises. Just a leap of faith type shit. And then I knew, like, of his situation. He had a label and all that. So I was like, all right, let me just see what's up. Because they ain't got nobody like me over there. But if I go to QC, it's like a bunch of Atlanta rappers. I still be a different flavor because I don't do the same thing they do.
Right. But
at the same time, I was like, no, this would be cool just linking with someone that's a highly touted, like, lyricist.
Did you lose sleep over the decision? You know how sometimes
Nah.
oh, no?
No. I was kind of firm in it. As soon as I figured out, like, I put my thoughts to it, it's like, okay, no, this will be a better situation for me. And I just literally leaned into it.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, and not that there was a wrong decision, but the right decision was made.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And just lyrically and what y'all feel like too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This feel like, and it's crazy because you know how sometimes people say, I couldn't imagine them anywhere else?
Yeah.
That's one of those
where
I couldn't imagine. But do y'all keep each other sharp too?
Now, on the surface level, I can understand why some might think J.I.D. made a mistake choosing Dreamville over QC, because there was a time when QC felt like they just couldn't miss, especially during the 2016 through 2020 era of music, because not only were they producing hit after hit, but they were also creating some of the biggest stars that we know in music. I mean, from the Migos, Cardi B, J.I.D, like Lil Baby, like all of these artists at that time, like they were massive. Now, however, I do agree with Jid when he says he believed that Dreamville made the most sense long term for him. I mean, let's just listen in on what Offset had to say.
Walk me through putting Jid on that record.
So me and Jid been locked in for about 2 years trying to do
phenomenal.
shit. He's trying to do shit. He's from Atlanta, but to me, he ain't no nigga fucking with him lyrically in our city. You know what I mean? And I seen his show, like his impact versus the public opinion. He touching folks for real. I went to his show. He sell out Coca-Cola 5,000 2 nights in a row. When it might be a nigga that might be more popular and more famous than him.
Can't do that.
Can't sell out 2,000. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that he got his fan base. It's a cult of them, and I just respect his artistry.
And I love it's a slow bake. He ain't rushing. He ain't rushing to do nothing. He's slow baking, doing what he want to do.
I think he'll drop. It's good to know that Jid is gonna be Jid. Like, he looks like he's sticking to what he wants to do, how he wants to sound, how he wants to, be perceived. So it's always dope when your favorite rappers go about it that way and approach it, like you said, stick to their core.
Yeah, and I think that speaks to the system that he's in. I think he was talking to B-Dot. I forgot who he was talking to when I saw the clip. But just that Dreamville system of they're not going to give you any of that pressure whatsoever.
Yeah.
Cole talked for years of when he was in that first Rock Nation system where it was radio record, let's get you into Stargate, and like, you have to have that. And they were like, no, we could do this another way. Let me show you another way to get to that A-list rapper shit, which Cole did. So Jid is in a system where they're gonna let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And I think that speaks to Dreamville and why the music sounds so good. Because if they were over Jid's shoulder trying to make something happen, I don't think we'd get a good project. I also don't think you get like a Shea Butter Baby. I think the system that Eve and Cole have with their artists is the best way.
The system that Eve and Dreamville have is the best way. Now, I'm curious to what some of you think. Do you believe that Jid would have been a better fit on QC? Or Do you think that he made the right decision by choosing to sign with Dreamville? Let me know what you think in the comments. Because if you're asking me, I think it's pretty obvious Dreamville is the most artist-friendly label currently constructed. I don't know of any other label that will give each of their artists a payout that is usually reserved for the label executives only. I mean, let's just take Offset for an example. While he was signed to QC as a member of the Migos, all of his solo work is under a different label. And a large part of the reason for that was due to him believing the label was trying to profit from work he believed they didn't have a right to, right? But that could be a whole separate video in itself, and that's not what this is. So that's my video for today. Caleb from Twitter is signing out. Hey, before I get out of here, I just really wanted to take the time to say thank you to each and every person that has chosen to like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. One person in particular, Harrison. Harrison states, I hope he, referring to J. Cole, I hope he doesn't change a single lyric. The same people who act like he hasn't earned the right to brag after 15 plus years of work will be the same ones nitpicking and hating no matter what the album sounds like. And if there aren't any braggadocious bars, they'll just say Kendrick made Cole change his whole style. You can't win with those people. So don't worry about them and cater to the fans who actually want to hear what you've got to say. First off, Harrison, thank you for your comment. I really appreciate you tuning in and supporting this channel. And also, I think your comment is spot on. Like I think you are 100% right. Like, there is a certain section of the internet and fake hip hop fans who they appear to be more committed to their hatred towards certain artists than they are towards the artists they claim to be fans of. Like, I don't think that it's a reach to say that these people aren't actually fans of hip hop. They are just fans of the commerce, or they're just fans of the beef and the negativity. And they'll rather sit there and argue with you than to actually just comment about the artist and the music that they do enjoy. Right. And so that's one of the reasons why I appreciate this particular space, because this is a space where we highlight the music that we like. We highlight the artists that we like. And so, Harrison, thank you for your comment. I really, really appreciate that. I do want to provide a brief update on this channel. We are at 1483 subscribers. I'm so grateful. I'm so appreciative. I remember when we had less than 500. And so I appreciate you all tuning in. And but that's the end of my video. Peace.